Guys, it's Sunday. Welcome to Explicit FPV. This is Chris here. This episode is called Don't Use Protection. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to title it this too, just so it's a funny little eye catcher. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning up while I just got in from flying. I'm literally sitting down, a little pumped. Had some lunch here. So I've been working on moobs. You guys have seen my moobs build. That is the Mobula 7, believe it or not. And you're going to go, X, that looks kind of funny. What the hell did you do to it? And I'm going to tell you what. So I was sitting down, and I was hacking up this thing the other day, because I was going to use the Beta 75 frame here, because it's a little bit stronger than the B-Whoop one that I had wrapped around here. And you guys remember that I had the protection around it. Get it? Get it? I wish I had flashing lights right now. I only cut out portions of it, and I used it, which was great in the house. Super, super great in the house. I was able to rip around, bumping the walls, and it flew decent. Real decent. I lied. It flew great. Friday, I flew at work for my boss to show him FPV for the first time, which he was super, super amazed and loved it, and he's got some other ideas for me, which is super cool, but I think this thing flew like crap. It was a little bit windy out, and the small sections that I had cut out, I think, were catching the wind. I think it made it a little more unaerodynamic, and it was washing out in the turns like a yaw washout. And I'm like, what? This thing didn't do that before? What the F? So I got ambitious and just cut them off. I left the bases on for now because I'm using the longer screws, and hey, whatever. I'll probably get some 3D printed ones or something. I am not going to put the prop protectors back on unless I can come up with a quick pop on and off. So I might do something maybe from underneath just to get this thing on if I want to fly it in the house. I just ripped it outside, and I was screaming and swearing and holy shit, holy crap, WFT and WTF and every other acronym that I'm trying to say without swearing, because there are some younger viewers, and I do apologize. The thing is a freaking beast. You went from Fiat, no offense, to freaking Lamborghini. This thing flew like a monster. The response, the quickness into the turns. I went full tilt into a turn, and you guys have seen many of the lines I fly. The power lines pole that's on the right side of my house. I zigzag through that thing, do a little figure eight deal. And I love doing that. That's just, one of the lines I like in the yard. And I was waiting for this thing to wash out. No. And shout to Frequent Flyer. I was looking around and watching some of his videos for a lot of people that are complaining of the washout, the yaw washout on here. And I knew that my idle speed, or, your air mode speed, mine was super, super low. So I raised it a bunch, which these will spin faster when you arm. And that made a huge difference with this. Again, you always got to tune when you switch frames. The characteristics are going to be a little bit different, and you need to tune it if you know how to tune. To your liking, to the frame. And I had to do that just a tiny bit to this guy here because there's less it's more aerodynamic. There's less stuff around it, and it is lighter. It's weird. This thing doesn't weigh anything. It's very weird. It has a very floaty feel, which you have to get used to. But again, this thing is tiny, so it is what it is. You can't get this guy to do exactly what a 5-inch quad does because of the weight, the momentum it builds up. But you will insanely be surprised on how monstrous this thing is. So, we were talking about protection. If you don't need it, don't wear it. That was a marriage joke. For indoors, for this guy that's always going to be indoors and every once in a while floating through the trees, I'll leave him alone. That's what his purpose is. This thing is a rocket ship. This thing's made for flipping and flying, and a good backyard like the course we're going to set up in the spring. This thing would be absolutely perfect. It could fit through all the little tiny gaps. The swing set's going to be a field day. Again, I can click it down and slow it slow. Jesus, that monster's killing me. I can fly it slow and get through some of the intricate spots still, but with finesse. But this thing is now a whole nother monster. And again, I'm like, well, do I need to put this on it? Do I need to fly it in the house? I've got a tiny whoop. I've got the big whoop. What's the point? No. Its purpose is to whoop ass. That's not a tiny whoop joke either. This thing is meant to rip, and I flew it 2S with the 2 batteries that I have. It's a bit colder out today, and I still got about 3.5 minutes, and I was on it the entire time. That's the camera angle I use. I probably could have used a touch more, but shit, I am super, super loving it now. The only thing that pisses me off is I cannot find bright green tri-props. They have them in the 4s, but I like the tri-props better. I think they're smoother, a little less wind resistance. They spin a little faster. So if you're looking for a prop upgrade, I forget what the hell these things are. They're everywhere. You just look in tri-props, 40 millimeter, and you can get them from China for like 10. It's 10 sets for like $6. I don't know. And then you can get the other quad blade ones, which might be fun if you're trying to do something more intricate. I don't know. I got a video game waiting for me downstairs. I got the house to myself. I do a little bit of cleaning, so I want to enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Holy shit. Yeah, I gotta buy batteries for that guy. What else? I don't know. I'm waiting for damn warm weather. It was cold this morning at Trap Shoot. So yeah, I am gonna charge up some more batteries. I'm gonna rip this thing around a little bit. Man up, put it down, fly it like that. If you got a speed monster, fly it like that. Get used to it like that. When you do, all you guys, there's a whole bunch of you guys out there that are flying moobs. You know, Nathan Loops is one of them that always rocks. This guy is doing videos every other day. Dude, try it. Get rid of that frame and put it on this. You will be pleasantly surprised. Anybody else out there, that is my advertisement for the day. Upgrade your frame. Don't use protection. I'm out.